The highly anticipated sequel to the fastest hedgehog in the universe is hitting cinemas next weekend, so I'm here to give you guys my early review for this film. So if you guys are interested, let's get to it. Welcome back, film fans. This is Brad from Let's Be Real Brad, and today on the channel, I want to talk to you guys about the brand new action-adventure comedy film called Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a sequel to the 2020 Sonic the Hedgehog, and it is directed by Jeff Fowler. The film stars James Marsden, Ben Schwartz, Idris Elba, and Jim Carrey. The film follows Sonic and Tails teaming up to find the Master Emerald before Dr. Eggman and Knuckles can do so. So I have been very excited to check out this brand new sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog, as when I did a movie review back when it first came out, I did not enjoy the movie whatsoever. But after watching this for a second time earlier this week, I enjoyed it so much more, so my excitement for this movie with the early screening I got just went even higher, and being able to watch this movie early and seeing with a packed crowd and my little brother and my girlfriend's little brother Jack, I have to say that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is even better than the first movie. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is exactly what I wanted this movie to be, a fun, over-the-top, silly video game movie that features all the characters that we love, less humans, cheesy jokes, and a ton of action, and we got all of that and more. What I enjoyed so much about this movie than the first one is that it feels bigger with its storyline and the characters by adding Tails and Knuckles, and even having Dr. Eggman have his very iconic look from the video games, and this movie just went so over the top. So let's just start right with my positives first, and I have to go with the performances here, as I thought everyone did a really solid job in this movie, especially Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, as he is easily my favorite aspect of the first movie and this movie, because he is just so over the top. Sure, there are times where it just seems like it's just Jim Carrey being himself, but I think he works as this over-the-top character like Dr. Eggman, and he provides so much energy and hilarious moments throughout. Ben Schwartz does an awesome job as Sonic, as I think he fits this character perfectly, as I am a big fan of Ben Schwartz, especially in Parks and Rec, which there is a major reference to Parks and Rec in this movie. If you do catch it, it was super hilarious. Colleen O'Shaughnessy voices Tails in this film, as she has been voicing Tails since 2014 in other Sonic projects, and I think she did a great job voicing Tails once again, and the dynamic duo between Sonic and Tails just felt perfect like they do in the video games. Idris Elba voices Knuckles in this film, and he did a great job. He basically plays this straight man character who provides so many of the best jokes in the film, and I thought his voice work in this movie did such a great job, and I feel like he just embodied what Knuckles was, and I wouldn't want any other actor to voice Knuckles for this film. James Marsden is back in this movie as well, as he takes a major backseat like the other human characters as well, and I thought he was okay. I'm not a massive fan of him. The second positive I can give this movie has got to be the action sequences here, as they are bigger, better, and just feel so much more exciting than the first film. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed the action sequences from that first film, but when you compare the two, especially because I watched them basically back to back, the action in this one just goes super over the top. You could give a lot of criticisms to this story, which I would completely understand. Like, this is a very straightforward, easy watch movie, but in all honesty, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie that is based off of the video game. This feels like a very long television movie of a Sonic television show that just feels like it knows exactly what it wants to be. As I noted earlier in this review, this movie is definitely funnier than the first film, but there are still so many jokes that just fall flat on its face, as there are a lot of jokes that just keep going on and on, especially with Dr. Eggman, and I just wish this movie just had better writing, especially when it comes to some of the dialogue here, where this movie is just so cheesy. There are a couple storylines in this movie, especially in the middle of the film, that involves this couple that goes on for so long, and I was surprised of how long it was going for, because it didn't even involve Sonic, Tails, or any of our main characters. You could have cut it right out of the movie and it wouldn't have changed anything, as this movie clocks in around 2 hours and and 2 minutes, while the first film is around an hour and 39 minutes. I know it's basically around 20 minutes more, but you definitely feel it in the second act of this movie where it just dragged. And I just feel like this movie should have just been an hour and 30 minutes, and it would have just made this movie feel a little bit tighter, more cohesive, and probably would have been a better movie. Overall, guys, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was a pleasant surprise at the movie theaters, where it has a ton of action, pretty decent humor, and pretty good performances here. All of you Sonic fans out there are going to love this movie, especially the post-credit scene. I am giving Sonic the Hedgehog 2 a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for checking out this review. As I want to know below in the comments section, what are your top 10 favorite video game movies of all time? I can't wait to hear about those. But before you guys check out this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you want to, and ring that notification bell so I can see you all in the following video.